The coolest scientific discoveries of 2022. Did you know that the work of scientists, researchers, and engineers is constant and never-ending? Humanity are continuing to push boundaries in science. In April, scientists recorded the merging of black holes, ice volcanoes on Pluto, and the birth of a gas giant. That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to recent work in the scientific community. There's so much happening all the time, and it crosses different areas including archaeology, history, and physics. Keep up to date with the world around you. As soon as we wrap our heads around the latest news, there's more waiting in the wings to be discovered. In light of this, here are some of the coolest scientific discoveries from 2022 that we think you'll appreciate. Pluto has ice volcanoes. NASA's New Horizons mission flew past Pluto in 2015, bringing humanity the most detailed images of the icy world's surface we had ever seen. A team of astronomers observed a region southwest of Sputnik Planitia and found several dome-like structures. The appearance could be explained by volcanoes that emit material onto Pluto's surface. However, they were surprised to find out that these are ice-cold volcanoes. Earth has many famous volcanoes. They release liquid rock into the land and gas into the air. Plutonian volcanoes exist not surprisingly because of the planet's position on the outskirts of our solar system. Heat from inside Pluto is enough to melt ice, which causes it to push their way out of the surface. The discovery of geological activity on Pluto makes it a more exciting place than we would have previously thought. It also suggests that the activity is relatively recent and gives us an idea of what our planetary neighbor's surface is really like. The more we learn about Pluto, the clearer it becomes that it represents an alien world right in our own stellar backyard. The birth of a gas giant. By the time humanity created telescopes and started looking at the planets in our solar system, humans were already mature and well advanced. We can't see planets like Jupiter or Saturn as they are now. Instead, we only see them as they were thousands of years ago due to the speed of light. The process of figuring out how gas giants and other planets formed is difficult without a certain level of inference. Recently, scientists conducted a study that investigated the system called AB Aurigae, which was 505 light-years away from Earth. The star at the center of that system is young, estimated at only 2 million years old, again taking into account that we're necessarily looking 500 million years into the past, and is in its planetary nursery phase. Among the planets forming, there is a gas giant roughly 9 times the size of Jupiter, which is in the process of forming. The discovery of this planet in the process of forming is giving astronomers a unique window into how gas giants are made. Mars has 2 speeds of sound. It has been known for a while now that sound travels differently depending on the type of medium that's going through. For example, sound travels much faster in air than it does in water. Sometimes this means that certain sounds take longer to reach us than others, if there is a change in the atmosphere where we are when the sound was made, for example. Although the speed of sound should be different depending on the atmospheric conditions, we can't know for sure until we get to other planets that have atmospheres. However, we can test this hypothesis with measurements from Earth's surface on Mars thanks to various probes and rovers we have placed there over the years. Recently, scientists have been working with the Perseverance rover and have used onboard microphones to measure the speed of sound on Mars. The speed of sound was slower on Mars at only 240 meters per second, as compared to Earth's 343 meters per second. This is due to the thinness of the air on Mars, which contains a lot of carbon dioxide. Surprisingly, scientists have observed 2 distinct speeds of sound on Mars. Low-frequency waves, which traveled around 240 meters per second, while higher-frequency waves traveled a bit faster at around 250 meters per second. Furthermore, Mars has a very thin atmosphere, which means that sound only travels over short distances. Oumuamua is an interstellar object that was first discovered in October of 2017. It was first detected coming through the solar system at a high speed of 87 kilometers per second before it took off again and disappeared into the dark depths of outer space. It's possible that interstellar objects have been visiting our solar system for a while, but the first time we saw it happen was during this occurrence. Neptune's strange temperature fluctuations. Neptune is the solar system's most distant planet. Make a claim to the Astronomical Union if you want to make a fuss about Pluto's dethronement, and it experiences seasonal changes like Earth does. It goes around the sun with its rotation tilted so that one hemisphere is always facing towards it. Unlike Earth, seasons on Neptune are significantly longer. One orbit around the sun takes 165 Earth years, meaning each season can last decades long. Recently, astronomers have observed Neptune's summer season and found that the temperatures are unexpected. As opposed to getting warmer, astronomers observed that the planet had actually cooled about 8 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, the southern pole was observed to undergo a temperature increase of 11 degrees Celsius. There is no clear reason yet why Neptune's temperatures don't match expectations. Scientists hope to observe and find the answer during the planet's new season, so as to unravel any strange environmental phenomena. This meteor was an interstellar house crasher. Oumuamua is an interstellar object that was first discovered in October of 2017. It was first detected coming through the solar system at a high speed of 87 kilometers per second before it took off again and disappeared into the dark depths of outer space. It's possible that interstellar objects have been visiting our solar system for a while, but the first time we saw it happen was during this occurrence. Now it turns out there may have been an interstellar meteor which impacted Earth 3 years earlier in 2014. The Center for Near-Earth Object Studies tracked the object to its impact point off the coast of Papua New Guinea. At the time, it was thought to be an ordinary meteor impact, but later analysis suggests it came from deep in our galaxy. The speed of the object is a big indicator. It was moving at 37 miles per second when it passed by. That speed is greater than the escape velocity of the sun, which means it's highly unlikely it was ever bound to our star. Perseverance rover reaches Jezero Delta. When Perseverance was sent to Mars, one of its primary mission goals was to search for evidence of ancient life on Mars. As explained by NASA, it was sent to Jezero crater specifically because scientists thought it might be a good place to look for the remains of ancient life. Perseverance has been winding its way toward Jezero Delta, the remains of an ancient river which is thought to have once held water. NASA has confirmed that there is evidence of water in this area, which is the reason why there's a delta. The water flowed up to form the delta and then eventually flowed out. Anywhere on Mars where there once was water could make a good candidate for finding evidence of past life, but the delta is especially good because water stuck around there for a long time. If anything ever existed on Mars, this is probably one of the best places to check. Now that the Perseverance rover has reached the perimeter of the delta, NASA is looking for ways to climb back out. They'll continue gathering rock samples for eventual return to Earth. 2 black holes merged. The Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, LIGO, was built in hopes of confirming the existence of gravitational waves. Those waves are essentially ripples in spacetime resulting from huge mass shifts like those occurring when 2 black holes meet. To summarize the paper from the Physical Review Letters in 2022, 2 black holes merge with one of them shooting off at a velocity of approximately 5 million miles per second. Scientists are using this merger to better understand the gravitational interaction of massive objects. These 2 proposed methods of where to place the newly merged black hole have different probabilities. Understanding which one is more likely to happen can help us create an improved gravitational model. Our research is showing that this discovery can help to give us some more detail about how supermassive black holes like the one at the center of our galaxy were formed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Space Plug, like the video, and leave a comment.